5, 4, 3, 2.
What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Scholar Tasha, and you're listening to Sky Diaries podcast. And thanks for tuning in. This is episode 14. In today's episode, the topic is less words, more action. This topic is very significant because this episode is all about choosing silence, moving in private, and letting your results speak louder than your mouth ever could. Sometimes when we are excited about something, we gradually will go to a family member or a close friend and, you be excited about telling, what's going on in your life or what you're excited for. And sometimes it can feel like, you have the support of the person, and sometimes it can feel like the other person is low key hating on you and hating on your dreams. And when that happens, you have to some sort of level of secrecy within yourself and keeping things private. I know for me, it's been a struggle, especially because it's like, I want to go to a lot of people and tell them what I have going on and what I have working on. But I found out like a lot of the times when I would go to people and just random people or just people I was close with in the past, and it was like, I was telling people, oh yeah, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to post this. It was really just about content, more or less. And, 9 times out of 10, I didn't end up following through with like specific content. And it's like, that's low key embarrassing on my part. Cause it's like, you brag about something or not brag, but it's like you're talking about something that you're excited about and it doesn't follow through, or, you tell someone and they steal your idea, or, it can be just disgenuine, and that's when the level of secrecy within your privacy needs to come into place. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about, and when I'm looking down, I'm looking at my notes because I write all my episodes down. It just helps me make sure that the episode moves smoothly. So if you see me looking down, that's all I'm doing. So the first topic, silence isn't a weakness. Honestly, it's a weapon. And I honestly had to learn to grow into learning how to separate being able to tell people what I want them to know and things that I should like keep to myself. I had to choose, I had to learn the difference between the two and what things I should share with people and what things I should keep private. Because I would say I'm a very open person, but there's things about all of us, that we keep private. And I think we should have that same level of secrecy for those things, with things that are equally important to us, but even things that just excite us too, So I feel like personally, social media pressures people to speak before they act. Social media gives unrealistic standards. You see, every single day you see a party coming soon, or, it's like out in advance, or music video coming soon, or artists will give us a snippet of a song to get us excited, but silence can honestly be a weapon, you can use it to your advantage. But social media can make it very draining to try to keep up or compete with an unrealistic standard. You don't have to keep everyone updated. Honestly, I feel like the best things that go viral is honestly the things that are unexpected and that take us by surprise, because we weren't expecting it. And I think those are the things that are really hold the most value, in my opinion. Celebrities or creators who ghost and come back stronger usually come back with a better body or a difference in how they look, or they come out with an album or a product, something that shows how much they've grown, basically, in the silence, and how much freedom you get from moving in silence and not telling everyone your next move. The best things that happen come unexpected. Less words, more actions. You have to show people, not just because people may steal your idea or copy you or whatever, but also to show your progress and just let your actions speak more than your words. Let your work speak for itself. If people hating on you, let them hate. Let your work speak for itself. No words or anything should define the motion that you're putting in and the effort that you're putting into your dreams. That should have nothing to do with you. You have to stay focused on the things that you want to do. You have to stay focused. When you're quiet, you're focused. You're observing. You're not wasting your energy explaining or defending moves that haven't even matured yet. Like I said, there has been many times where I would go to people and tell them my plans and my goals. And a lot of the times, like majority, like 9 times out of 10, those goals were not accomplished. I'm not saying it was just because I told them, but don't tell people your next move. And then especially if you don't follow through, like you have to stick to your word, but it's easier to stick to your word when it's not a crowd full of people. You know, you're not telling everyone and their mama your business. You know, it's just between you and your dreams and your goals. Move in silence. Results make noise. Secrecy is peace. When people don't know your next move, they can't block it, copy it, or confuse it. Instead of saying, I'm working on some big things, just show the finished result. You have to show people the finished result. Stop giving them snippets or little snips. Like, show people who you really are through the work that you put out, through the pictures you take, through the nails you make, whatever, the nails you design, through the everything. You have to show it through your work, because people are not going to take it serious if they don't feel like you're taking it serious. You have to take yourself serious first. Sometimes the loudest in the room, honestly, is the least in control, because now, people can be taking ideas. People can be writing it down, mental note. You know, you don't know what people are planning. And I'm sorry to like break it to you, but like a lot of people in this world are not genuine. You can't tell everyone your next move. You can't tell everyone your business. Even the people that's closest to you, you just have to show your work. You just have to show the results. Because 9 times out of 10, people will be hating on you. People will, even if they don't even notice it, their ego could be hurt. You know, you really don't know people. Honestly, I say, like, you really can't trust anybody, but you have to keep people at a certain distance, at a certain level, because not everyone deserves to know your dreams and your goals and what's coming next. Like the people, like your family, like the people that are supporting you, which we'll get into the next topic, like those should be the people that you're coming to and you're going to and you're telling your dreams to and asking for help. Like those should be the people, not the people that are draining life out of you. Stop explaining your dreams to people who don't get it. Okay. I feel like a lot of the times, like we'll go to certain people, like it's certain individuals where you know that they don't really have like the same experience with things. Maybe y'all just have two different interests. But if you're going, like a hairstylist wouldn't ask a nail tech for advice for hair, because they're two different professions. You have to ask people in that same field, the same people that are pouring in to your goals and pouring into your mission. If they don't have the same mindset, they can't grasp your mission. Let your dreams breathe around people who pour belief into them, not doubt and desperation. They just will drain your energy. Energy is contagious. Protect your energy. Focus on elevation, not validation, because your goals don't need permission or confirmation or validation. Trust the progress, not the praise. Praise can be a trap. It makes you feel comfortable before you're ready, giving a fake delusion. The journey will be slow, boring, lonely, but that's where you can grow. And that's honestly when the most growth happens. Don't get high off compliments and lose sight of the end goal completely. You know, you have goals, you have ambitions. Let the work speak for itself. You know, I feel like a lot of us, we kind of measure our success or our growth based on a few likes or how many shares. That's not the real growth. Because at the end of the day, there'll be hate trains, but there'll also be love trains. You know, like let people catch up to how great you are. But you need to still be putting in that work. You still need to be hustling. You still need to be putting out content if that's what you want to do. Still getting in the nail shop, still clocking in, like whatever it is. Like you still got to be doing what you got to do. Make sure you straight. Let people talk. Let words just be words and let it roll off your back, because at the end of the day, people going to take your actions seriously. I always take actions over words, because anybody can talk. Anybody can have a good talk. Anybody can say whatever they want to make it sound good. But at the end of the day, what differentiates people is the people that actually put in that work. Be a part of that percent that puts in that work. And I trust you. Trust me. You will see results. I promise you. But you got to stay consistent. You got to believe in yourself that you can do this, because I believe in you, but you got to believe in yourself too. You know, like support is great, but you got to know within yourself that like your actions is more worth than the words that you put out. Like you have to believe in yourself that like, you know what? I don't have to talk. I don't have to add any confirmation. It's like, no, I'm going to let my actions speak for itself. I'm going to let the work that I'm putting out speak for itself. Cause at the end of the day, that's all that matters. People can say, like Nicki Minaj says, anybody can say whatever they want to say about you, but they can never take it from you. And don't take that lightly. I hope this episode really helped someone, and tune into the next one. I'll see y'all very, very soon.